Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 20. Joel's online, and he tells me he built a bridge. Oh my gosh.
Why does everyone sound like Mickey Mouse? Hey, Gem.
Hey.
I build bridge.
Wow.
Half of a bridge.
It's so rainbow. Why is Mumbo here?
He just loves the bridge. He just came and said, I love this half of the bridge, Joel.
Yeah,
In
he
his
looks
accent,
really
you know,
happy.
Like, Joel, it's amazing. Oh, you know what? That's quite good. That's my Mumbo impression.
Okay, yeah. That's...
Gem, I've built half a bridge.
Uh-huh.
I think you should finish the other half in whatever style you choose. I've gone for, like, you know, a white texture, maybe. Because, you know, you're all dark and moody and emo.
Okay.
You could do a black texture, maybe.
Okay, you want me to contrast what you've done?
Yeah, but you can do what you do. You don't have to cover the design completely. I think it'd just be kind of fun.
No, I wasn't going to. There was no rainbows. Don't worry. We're not at risk of that.
Yeah, well, obviously. But yeah, just, you know, make it your own. Also, you may have noticed if you come past Mumbo for a second.
Okay.
Look, you can barely see under the terraforming now. Look at it, Gem. It looks nice, right?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you. But if you come back to my side again, you may notice something.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's floating, Gem.
Yeah, everybody keeps complaining about my floating build, but, hey, I just did the back of my base for you. I just did.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much. I did this for you as well, because Lizzie saw it in your video and said, that looks ugly. So I was like, okay, I'll spend 2 hours terraforming it.
Wait, Lizzie watched my video?
Yeah, she said she saw it in your video.
Oh, Lizzie.
I know, women, right? Women, yeah, cool. Also, your gas is very loud and annoying this entire time I've been building it, but that's fine. I also borrowed it for a second.
Okay, I can move. Okay. I can move the gas. You have a lot of complaints today for a rainbow man.
I'm just happy. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
And so is Mumbo. Look, he's got his dogs out as well. Have you used Mumbo yet? That sounds weird. Have you brought Mumbo to your place yet? Like, I realized just now he's got no boots.
Yeah, why didn't he give himself feet?
I guess he likes bouldering, doesn't he? And it probably, you know, that's probably something to do with it. Let's take you home. You don't need...
Oh, dear.
Okay, here we go. It's fine, Gem. It's fine, Gem.
Okay.
You're all right,
so
thank
weird.
you. I just wanted to let you know I've built a bridge, and you should build a bridge as well, and that would be cool.
Yeah, thanks.
It would be fun.
I'll get to work. Can you finish your rainbow? It's Pride Month and stuff.
Gem, I literally have just spent... I went and gathered 18 shulker boxes worth of glass, and I've just added it on. That's all
18?
that is added on. I don't know how many it's going to take to finish. I'm scared after that was an extra 18 shulker boxes, yeah. So
well,
I'm working on it.
20 next time.
I'm working on it. I might have to do 36. I need a better super smelter. Not that I have a super smelter.
Wait, you're using sand?
Yeah, to make glass. How else? I guess you
What's
could
wrong with
do
you?
villagers.
Use villagers.
I haven't got any villagers.
You
I've
get
made
like
a village, but I've not got any villagers.
one villager that does glass gives you like 48 glass per like time you trade. It's so much easier.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll do that next time. Maybe that's what I'll do instead of making a better super smelter. You're right, Gem. Go. Hermitcraft, people are smart here. I should really learn from these people. Anyway, I need to take Mumbo to spawn.
Okay.
Okay. Or unless you want him for any reason?
No, absolutely not. You take him.
I've realized I've been wearing his head this entire time. I'm sorry about that. It's probably very confusing for you. Anyway, have fun with your big gothic build.
Okay, thanks.
Like
thanks for the bridge.
Yeah, no worries. Have fun with your part of the bridge.
Yeah. God, what a weirdo, honestly. I appreciate the bridge, though, and the criticism. I guess we got a lot to do today. Before we can get to work, though, Grian has told me he's doing something related to egg, so he needs rockets. For those of you unaware, EGG is an acronym for Etho, Gem, and Grian, or Etho, Grian, and it doesn't really matter. Either way, this little group has been learning to do redstone, making a few farms around the server, and generally getting up to a few shenanigans. Most notably such as the Etho birthday parties, and we also built my golden bartering farm. Seems like Grian has something new in store for us, though. Oh my gosh. Grian, there's so many.
Oh, not for much longer.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many that sounds are no longer working.
Yeah, I noticed.
Just gonna double check there's not a blue one in there.
Oh.
Oh.
Dear.
That's better.
Huh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought that was a blue.
Can you imagine if a blue head just came
If
up?
a blue head just floated to the surface, I actually don't know what I'd do. Okay, I am probably about 600 axolotls in now.
Only 600 more to go.
This is important. Halfway.
Yeah, really important work you're doing.
Oh,
Egg
man.
is gonna take over the server, dude, and we start by taking away people's dreams. Ren wants a blue axolotl. I'm gonna have the blue axolotl.
You're gonna take it from him.
Anyways, as fun as breeding axolotls hundreds of times sounds, I think I have something more fun in mind. The terrain between Joel and I. Now, Lizzie, if you're watching this, I have to admit I was kind of using Joel as an excuse to, like, not do my terrain for a long time. I was putting it off under the justification that, you know, his is floating, but now his is not floating anymore. So, I have to do this. Thankfully, I don't think this terrain is going to be too hard to get in. I'm just going to start with a basic flat layer, coming down and connecting everything to the ground, and then we can detail from there. I think even just a really ugly flat cliff along here is actually going to be kind of a major upgrade. Yeah, it already looks better. It really sucks when Joel's right. There we go. It doesn't look good necessarily, but it's not floating, and that's a good starting point. Now for the bridge. Joel mentioned me doing my bridge in a darker color, so I think I'll go with some deep slate for this. It's not a super big bridge, so we should have more than enough. I'm not gonna go for the exact same style that Joel went for, but I am gonna try to like loosely mirror what he's done. So I'm gonna put my support here, and I'll do like he's done, where it's like supported a bit like this. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, I mean, that is about as basic as it gets for a bridge, but it's definitely contrasty. I think we need some anvils. Let's get some anvil railing in. Nice, okay. And then I think we'll add some supports that are roughly as tall as Joel's, but maybe not quite. Like here. If we do this, and then a lantern. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Decorating with this many anvils really is such a flex. Then for these supports, we're gonna need to do them a little bit shorter. I mean, I'm not trying to match Joel, but it does have to like synergize still a little bit. So I think having the lower shape will kind of go with his side. Oh, excuse you. Hello? Oh, this guy has so many mini blocks. Wait, I kind of want the mini TNT. Okay, dude, you got me. 1 second. Come back to the house and get some money for the guy. I want the amethyst, I want the lodestone, and I want the TNT. There's very few modded additions that I like in my vanilla gameplay, but this is definitely one of them because I think Minecraft is pretty sorely missing like little decorative blocks. Something that I've been wishing they'd add to the game for a while is like more placeable food. Like we pretty much only have the cake right now for decorating like in areas like this. I want so many more placeable bits. I just love a decoration. Anyway, speaking of decoration, I'm liking this, I think. Just gonna do some really basic curves. Oops. And like this to round it off. Yeah, Joel has all of these little like details and stuff. I think if we wanted to, we could do something similar here. Just have to go up like that. Ooh, maybe this. And maybe have a slab here, just for a little extra depth. This might just be one of the quickest bridges I've ever put together. Trapdoors is definitely the play along here for railing. I like using these over slabs because you can actually see over them versus slabs at this level, you kind of can't. Then I was thinking maybe it needs like some fences. I don't know though, this might be too much. There's a solid chance this is too much. Does that work or is it weird? I don't know. Definitely interesting. I've never done a bridge with a split color like this. I think maybe if we kind of blend in some of the white color with a bit of diorite like this, and then kind of mix up the pattern on the floor here as well. There we go. That's kind of fun. Happy enough with the bridge. I think it's time we go check on the guy trying to get a blue axolotl. All right, let's see how Grian's doing.
Some good mini blocks. But he also gave me emeralds for buckets.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
How's it going?
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Everything's normal.
It looks fine and normal for sure.
Don't worry. It's not going to be like last time. It's not going to be like the mending book.
Uh-huh.
This is statistically easier than the mending book.
Yeah, which gives me a lot of hope. But, Grian, how many's it been?
Well, I've 700 plus whatever is in here. So, probably around 800 or 900 now. And it's a 1 in 1200 chance.
We're getting close to unlucky territory, Grian.
No.
Grian, we might be getting close.
No. Everything's fine.
Okay.
They're just messing with me at this point.
Okay.
I have checked the wiki now about 4 times that it is possible.
Yeah, okay. It's so many axolotls that your sounds in Minecraft don't even work until you get about this far away. What the heck? It seems like he's got everything under control, and I don't think I have anything to worry about. Doesn't seem like what's going on there is a 3-person job, so I'll just let him have at it. Although Grian appears to be beyond help at this moment, there is somebody on the server who we can help, and we agreed to help a long time ago. XB! A while back I agreed to build XB some trees, but XB didn't actually tell me what type of tree he had, and so I was a little bit uninspired. But since then, XB has told me exactly what he would like, and so I'm just gonna head over and see if we can play it out. What the heck is Jevin doing? What is going on out here? Surely he's not draining the ocean. What the heck? Okay, anyways, this is XB's base, and he wanted trees on each of these ledges here, and specifically, he wants a willow tree. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a mod called Lightmatica to actually grab this section of his base. So I can do that, and then that, push it a little more that way, and a little more that way. I can then head to a single player world. And Minecraft will crash. That's fine. That's part of it. There we go. I guess this has become the tree testing world. This is a use for Lightmatica that I don't show off very often, but it's one of my favorite ways to use it. Just literally bringing stuff from the server to a single player world. Now, willow trees tend to be kind of large, and this is not a super large space. I'll do my best though. I think if we get like some big roots and stuff coming out, that'll really help things. And we just want a lot of like leaning branches, and we're gonna bend all of the branches downwards on a willow tree. Fun trick with willows is to not only drag down the leaves, but also do it with the branches, so we can use a bunch of fences to kind of get that effect and add to the droopiness. I made a bunch of world tutorials way back at the start of my career, especially focusing around how to make trees, and I still use those methods. Yes, they're a little outdated. Yes, I could use Axiom. But you know what? I'm comfortable making trees like this, and so I'm just gonna carry on. And the trick with a willow tree is to get lots of the droopy leaves, and I'm gonna go in and actually do that by hand so I can get the exact effect that I want. There's some things World Edit and Axiom just can't replace, and doing this by hand is definitely going to give the better result. Back in the day, we did not have glowberries to hang from things though. That looks so much better. I'm just gonna hide some moss around, like in places like that, just to get a few extra. Ooh, that looks fun. I like it. Okay, I'm going to use azalea leaves to get some fun highlights on the top. There we have it. If you're curious, I've been recording for 12 minutes. This took me 12 minutes in creative mode. I think it's a lovely willow tree. And now I need to send this design to XB to see if he approves it. After all, it's for his base, not mine. I need to make sure he likes it. Good news, XB is online. He approves of the willow tree design, and I get to work on that as soon as he gets the supplies together. I'm gonna do that all over on his channel though, so he can do the reveal himself, which means for now we gotta focus on ourselves. But first, let me just make sure Grian's still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. Ren is also trying to get his blue axolotl right now, so maybe we should also check on him. Do you have one yet?
No, but I've started the process. As you can see, I have an amazing machine. that is organized. It makes the breeding process extremely efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get it real soon.
And you know about Grian.
Yeah. I know about Grian.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm going to get a blue axolotl
Uh-huh.
on Monday. And then Grian was like, no, I'm going to get a blue axolotl.
Yeah.
Tropical fish come out of this pipe like so many, dude, like an insane amount. I also have heard through the grapevine that he's trying to get you to help him.
No, I've helped him.
Uh-huh.
And
So
so
this
is
isn't a
Etho.
1v1 situation anymore, I see.
Well, the thing is, he says it's an egg thing, right? Egg is Etho, Grian, and Gem. But then
Yeah.
he doesn't actually let me and Etho breed them because he says if me and Etho get a blue axolotl before him, he'll be heartbroken.
Well,
So we can't actually help, but I come over and I check on him occasionally.
yeah. I see he's got his, like, old crusty fisherman skin back on.
Yeah, he's insane.
I think we should try and convince him to, like, go for a walk for 40 minutes. Shall we try?
It won't work.
Hello.
Hi there.
What's up?
You're in need of a shave, good sir.
I'm fishing.
Yes,
It's
I see that.
fortuitous that you have arrived because I am literally
Yeah.
about to get it.
Okay. I'm watching. My farm is cooking, by the way. It's amazing, dude. The efficiency is incredible.
Okay, how many axolotls have you bred up?
About 100.
Okay.
How about you?
1,200.
Green, I'm a bit worried about you, though, dude. Like, your IRL, this is taking over your life. I think you should maybe go for a walk or something.
He's just
Yeah.
trying to get you to leave so his thing works. His farm doesn't work while you're here.
Yeah. my, my tropical fish don't spawn while you're here.
Why did you make it next to mine?
You made yours next to mine, dude.
Yours was never going to work from the start.
If we remember, I was here to get the blue axolotl, then you decided you were going to get the blue axolotl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, it seems like everything's going well out here. I'm just gonna head home. All the back and forth today, I think, has given me some really good ideas of what I actually want to do with all of our terrain around this base. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time now actually working on that. Ooh, we are gonna need some more andesite. That's okay. The addition of just a cliff here has been weirdly inspiring for me, and I actually think I know exactly what I want to do with this entire area. My original concept for this terrain was going to be kind of Joel's area draining the color from my area, but the more I kind of sit with that, and now that we have the bridge in with the split color, I think that doesn't actually work, and I want my terrain to kind of stand on its own a lot better. Now, importantly, I'm not thinking of the landscape around my base as being dead or like drained of anything. I'm not using pale moss. I'm trying to have it still be colorful. It's kind of gonna have a lush but spooky vibe. So we're thinking muddy, we're thinking thorny roses, and we're thinking dark forests. To achieve this look down by the water, I'm going to be using a bunch of soul sand and also some mud to get that really dark color, and we can also get that color in the water itself. And then on the cliff, I'm gonna just use a bunch of the colors that I used in the build, because it makes sense that the castle is made out of whatever rock is natively here. Luckily, that means our cliff is kind of cool tones and dark and muddy, which contrasts well with Joel's really warm, soft cliffs. I think I'm actually liking that so far. That's pretty cute. Unfortunately, this is going to involve so much modifying of yet another river, but, you know, that's okay. I'm kind of enjoying the jaggedness of these rocks. I really like the way the diorite kind of goes through there, and I like the green. I think we can really mix a lot of this like dark brown, but also green by getting some leaves into the water as well. Maybe this is a situation that also calls for lily pads. I don't know. It could be. And we can definitely get some of these rocks in the actual water. I think that would help a lot. Strangely, this is a situation that calls for grass. Thankfully, I mowed Joel's grass a while back. This'll do. I also think we could put some poppies down there. I don't know. I might be doing too much. Let's find out. I feel like terrain like this just requires a lot of like fiddling with it over and over again. That already looks better. Every change looks a little bit better, you know? part of the terrain I struggle with the most is this top edge. I never quite know what to do with this. In this case, I'm being pretty bold with it. Joel has a really nice overhang here, and I do like that, but I'm kind of going the opposite way and using like stone to instead make it really sharp along the edge here. Little difficult to pull off in Minecraft. It makes it like pretty flat, but I think that's an effect we can kind of work with. The key is going to be probably using leaves and stuff in the area where I don't have the cliff to kind of soften things up. This might even be a situation that calls for mossy cobblestone. Does it call for mossy cobblestone? Oh, I think it calls for mossy cobblestone. Hold on. Okay, now imagine this edge is this instead. I think spruce is the wrong choice of leaf. There's too much spruce happening. I like the spruce down here. I don't like it right there. Hold on. Thankfully, I have many leaves. Maybe mangrove will be better. Do I like it? You know, I think I do. I think I like it. I think the poppies were not doing it, but these, whatever these are, crimson roots from the nether, they look great down here. I really like that. We're kind of getting in the weeds with a lot of the details, but I've just done a tiny little sample of the cliff, and I feel like I like it. Hold on, bird's eye view. I want the muddiness and stuff to really be in this like foresty area that we're gonna have. And as we get towards the front, we're gonna have to figure out what we do. It'll probably be less muddy, more rocky and like groomed, but we can figure that out as we go around. As like a sample size, I think I like it. I think it actually goes really well with the mega build as a whole. I'm really happy with what we figured out here. Could probably finish that tree, huh? I'm so used to having all the unfinished stuff around that I don't even mind anymore, but actually this tree is very close to what we're working on, so maybe I'll just grab a couple of leaves and do some work on it. Actually, I have a whole bunch of leaves that I gathered here, and we can make some wood. You may notice I'm focusing almost entirely on one side of the base while I'm building this, and that's because we're kind of establishing the entire style here in survival mode, and then once we get over to the other sides, all we have to do is continue what we did. So today we worked on a tiny sample of terrain on this side, but this is the side that's most finished, so it's gonna give us the best idea of what's to come. It is going to be a slow but rewarding process getting all of these trees and all of this terrain slowly in around the mega base. I think it'll definitely be worth it though, as the environment of a base like this plays such a big role in how it looks overall. Couple of bushes here and there. Oh, that looks so good. The tree itself is missing some of the shading, but I think that can come a little later. That's okay. Overall right now, I'm super happy. Everything's starting to come together better than I ever could have planned. I'm glad that we spent a little bit of time over here today. I believe, however, that is about all the time that I have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope that you enjoyed this chill little dive into some smaller details on this side of my base. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!